What's up? What's up? We are here and we are live on Get Your Angles Sports. We got the Professor Ace and Stank Nuts, formerly known as Chang, apparently. All right.
Hey, why do we have Mahomes in the opener? I don't like that.
Well, because he's the champion, right?
I guess
I mean,
allegedly.
I mean, allegedly, I'm pretty sure that's been already settled. We're doing a review, so this has already happened, homie. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, what? Let's go around the table. Let's get our first reaction of the game, and let's start with you, Stank Nuts. Did you watch the game?
Yeah, unfortunately, I watched most of it.
What'd you think of it? What's your takeaway? Give us one takeaway.
Shanahan did it again.
Oh, we got another troll by Mr. Ace. Wow. Poor Michael Jordan. Leave him alone. Jeez.
I think I gotta go.
No. Hold on. We don't. You got a Raiders thing on there. You're probably pretty upset because they won in your stadium. Is that correct? Let's get
Sure.
professors. Professor, what was your takeaway from it? Give us one takeaway.
From what? What game?
The football game with the Super Bowl. We're doing a reaction to the Super Bowl.
I didn't watch the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Come on, give us one takeaway.
Freaking Mahomes, man. I don't know where I could start.
Yeah, well, okay, we'll start with that. But you have an initial reaction, we'll go through the game. But yeah. What about you, Ace?
This is bull crap. You know,
Okay.
10 years ago we win the Super Bowl, but now because they're like, oh, everyone needs a possession. Everyone needs a possession. We win the Super Bowl. Game's over.
So we're talking about the new playoff overtime rules, correct?
I didn't even know what the rules were.
Okay, all right. Yeah,
Did you know what the rules were?
I did not know what the rules were exactly, but I knew they needed a touchdown. I mean, you win the game or you go up by 4. You know, or you go up by 7. It's like, he's going to come back and score. You need that touchdown, right? Were you like kicking field goal?
I didn't like to kick the field goal, but you kind of have to kick the field goal. I would have wished he would have went 4 down territory and it's like, I'll set up, you know?
Yeah.
No, he's
where
a pussy. He should have coached like the Lions coach. At least he went for it.
Yeah, no, Lions coach would have went for it. That's a fact. That's
You know
for
what
sure.
it is? Real quick before, sorry to interrupt. But
No, go ahead.
Being a fucking fan, look at the Chiefs D coordinator. What's his name? Steve Spagnuolo, right? He's had 2 head
Spagnuolo,
coaching
yep.
jobs, and he sucks, right? He does terrible. He's not a good coach. He's a hell of a coordinator. A lot of people are like that. Same thing with the Cowboys DC who went to Washington. He's gonna suck there, but he's a great DC. That's exactly what Shanahan is, man. I don't know what it is so far, and I hate to do because I like the Niners team, but Shanahan just fucking keeps dropping the ball. This has been the most stacked Niners team I've seen in a long time. Look at the defensive line. They're 4 fucking studs, and they sucked the last. They were lucky to get to the Super Bowl. Green Bay should have beat them. The Lions should have beat them. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, that's his 4th Super Bowl win as it's his DC.
He's the only
he won.
coordinator to have 4 Super Bowls.
Would you say
He has 3 he has 3 with the Chiefs,
I don't think.
and then he has the one with the Patriots.
He should be.
When the Giants beat the Patriots.
Yeah.
The undefeated season.
Do OCs make the Hall of Fame?
No, but they should. I don't see why not.
I mean, reporters make the Hall of Fame. So,
but
kickers
as a DC, he killed it. And then the problem with the Chiefs is like he's never gonna get another head coaching job. But the Chiefs, they just keep him.
Who won't get a head coaching job?
The DC, he's never gonna get another head coaching job.
He will. Yes, he will. I mean, come on. We're
No.
rejects like Mike McDaniel, who get jobs, and these fucking
Bill
idiots who
Callahan.
clearly suck. Yeah, I mean, you could keep naming them. Look at the this season. Look at the people who got coaching jobs. They fucking suck. It's just that the owners are
Herm
dumb.
Edwards.
It's like, what have they done lately? And the Chiefs team, this is the first time where it hasn't been the offense has been carrying the team. It was Mahomes doing magic, and the defense by far. So
It was
he will get hella fucking job offers next year. He got it at the end of the year when he wasn't a hot name. Look what he did. He will get another job offer. Now, will it be the best one? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It's monopoly money for these guys. But I mean, who gives a shit? I mean, if he does or he doesn't. I mean, if Shanahan gets fired, he probably won't. But if he does, he'll get another job. I mean,
oh yeah.
Mike McDaniel. I mean, hella people have gotten jobs where they shouldn't have. I mean, the name. I can't think of any name right now, but they go on and on and on. Where I'm like, this person's never gonna get a job, and they do, and they get fired right away, and you're like, they should never got hired.
And it's crazy because there's only
Ron
32
Rivera
positions.
fucking sucks as a fucking coach. Everyone sucks, and he keeps getting
he's
jobs.
terrible.
Yeah, good coordinator. He fucking sucks as a coach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
dumb.
I don't think he's ever gonna get a job. He should get a job, but just knowing how the NFL is, he's a defensive guy, and then I'm sure he's happy. He's like, cool, I'll be a DC. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes it easier for me, you know.
What do you think, Chang? I know you love Spagnola.
No, he just called a hell of a game. He made them play the way he wanted them to, and he trusted his guys every time he went man.
And they did go man.
Every time the Chiefs blitzed, you know, it looked like they were getting like.
Oh, I think you cut off.
Four. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Go ahead.
It's like each time the Chiefs blitzed, you know, it was like freaking, man, there one or two guys were wide open, and when the Niners blitzed, it was like, oh, freak.
Yeah.
You know, it took forever for them to get there.
Well, the Niners don't blitz a lot, and they play a lot of zone coverage, and they shouldn't. They rely on that line who should get pressure and doesn't get pressure. I mean, ever since they did the trade for fucking with Washington, what's his name?
Chase Young.
Chase Young, and then they got the freaking the Cowboys guy, whatever his name was, the defensive end.
Gregory.
Yeah, Randy Gregory. Yeah.
But I mean, ever since they got those trades, the defense, the line specifically, has been worse. You know, their linebackers are great. Their secondary is okay without Hufanga. They're kind of average. Hufanga just adds a little bit of like intimidation, but the defensive line is where they get their bread and butter and where their defense dominates. Just like the Cowboys, if what's his name is not dominating, the defense kind of sucks, and that's what's happened ever since the second half of the season. They were rolling. They rolled out to 3 losses. They made the trade, and I don't know. You think they'd be better because they'd have more depth and just all out pass rushers, and I don't know. I mean, but if you're a Niners fan, like some fucking idiots, I'd be fucking slicing my throat right now because I don't know. They got to. What do you want in the NFL? You want an offensive head coach. That's what they have. And he's a hell of an offensive coach. You can't complain. The Lions, the Bears, they wish they had this run, but the Niners and like Patriots, and they have different expectations. You know, the Niners have they're a good franchise. They have a hell of a coach. They have a hell of a team. Their roster is stacked. I mean, every position. It's like, and they're just it's the decision making right now that's not doing it. I don't know what he does. He just gets chokes in the clutch. He's not playing freely. They are a team that plays, you know, with the lead, like where they get behind, they can't do their normal offense where they run. But this game was a close game. They had their normal offensive system the whole way. And Brock Purdy played super fucking good. He played better than than Lamar Jackson, than anyone against the Chiefs this postseason. So the people who are saying Brock's not good anywhere, they're fucking idiots. But I mean, I never would have thought that. I mean, I think me and Chico Bean talked about I wasn't on the preview, but we ran it by. He's like, "What do you think?" And I said, "I hate the Chiefs, so it's hard for me to bet them, but it's hard to bet against Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid because Andy Reid's a hell of a coach. There's not many coaches better than him. And until Shanahan, on paper, I'd pick Shanahan, but until Shanahan proves to me that he could do it, I can't go against Andy Reid.
Hold on a second, because let's say that Shanahan has Patrick Mahomes. I mean, Andy Reid looks pretty average.
Well, Andy Reid was Shanahan before when he was in
yeah.
Philadelphia.
Look at all the Eagles games.
Yeah,
When he
Exactly.
was with the Eagles,
and when they
he,
had
So is
that winning
he's
Andy Reid
he's
like
the
a great coach? Is he the
Yeah.
genius?
he was an offensive guru when he was with the Eagles all those years. And Dominic McNabb was a hell of a quarterback. They just couldn't get over the hump. The same thing. He's great offenses, all around offenses, and they would just choke every time they got to the NFC Championship. And then I
Yeah.
don't know.
and then they had Alex Smith. Remember?
And
Oh,
Alex
yeah.
Smith did so fucking good there.
Yeah.
I mean, what proved Alex Smith he wasn't a bad quarterback. It's just when you have
No.
the shit coaches that the Niners had every year, different
Exactly.
coach.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you guys think about so there was a play in there in the drive from the drive when they had like a defense that they were running and they were trying to stop they were trying to stop the Chiefs driving in that last drive in regulation, and they had Shanahan saw something in the play of the defense where he called a timeout and he didn't
The
like
timeout, yeah.
yeah. So,
Well-
and he changed it because they were kind of playing prevent. The linebackers were kind of laying off, right?
Well, the whole season, Shanahan and Wilkes, he's gone. He's done.
Who?
Wilkes is done. He's getting fired.
You think so, huh?
Well, even throughout
They
the
gotta
whole
blame
year,
someone. Someone has to get fired.
someone's going to get, even though I think the Niners defense, they played pretty good yesterday,
Yeah.
even though the whole playoffs, they were kind of bad.
Exactly.
But Wilkes and Shanahan and the defense, they're not on the same page. Because, even I remember during the Vikings game where he sent out that all-out blitz, and then he's like, yeah, we didn't like that play call, and even Bosa and all them was like, yeah, Wilkes, he's kind of trying to figure out what we do here.
Okay, but hold on.
He's
Let's say that Shanahan changed the play from what Wilkes wanted to do. Isn't
He
it
did change the
Shanahan's
play.
fault? Isn't it Shanahan's fault then?
yeah,
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, but
if your OC is having to override your D coordinator, that's not what he's supposed to do. So
No.
Now, if he was
Well,
like a different coach where he's not an O, like there's some coaches like Harbaugh. Okay, Harbaugh's not an O coach or a D coach. He's more like he oversees like a program manager, right?
Yeah.
So if that's the case, okay, yeah, that's what your job. You're supposed to oversee them. But like if you're a D coordinator, right, and your D coordinator is making offensive adjustments, you'd be like, no, that's not what he's fucking supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Shanahan's there for the offense.
Shanahan's there for the offense, but he's the head coach and he's overriding the DC on a game-winning drive. Don't you think that's
he doesn't
bad
trust him.
move?
He doesn't trust him. He's it's kind of like when you're like a pitcher and you're like, oh, I'm gonna switch it up. It's like, well, I don't like your play call because you've been giving homers the whole season. It's been home runs.
Okay, but the right fielder tells the pitcher to stop throwing fastballs. It's like, who are you going to trust? You're going to trust the pitcher, right? Now Shanahan takes place of the DC. You cannot blame the DC. I didn't make the call. Don't you think? I mean,
He doesn't trust him.
He doesn't trust them, but he's lost two
You
Super Bowls
have
with
to trust. You have to trust them.
This is kind of like, okay, I've lost two Super Hold on.
If this was D'Amico, right?
Yeah.
If this was D'Amico Ryans, he lets them. Hey, I trust you. Or what's the Jets coach, the Mr. Beard that likes to diet. What's his name?
Rex Ryan.
No, not Rex Ryan. What's the guy that likes to dye his beard?
I don't know, but we're not going to waste 30 minutes on that.
The head coach, but yeah, whatever. But,
Salah.
He doesn't trust him. Yeah, Salah. He doesn't trust him. He even told him, he used to, earlier in the season, he's like, oh, you're working in the booth? No, you're coming down.
But
You're
you keep
coming
letting
down, you're coaching
Shanahan
down
off
here.
that hook. So let's say your receiver, he's dropped the ball 2 times and he says, "You throw it to me again and I'll catch it or I'm done." So
Well, that's what Kelsey did, right? Kelsey said, "Throw me the fucking ball."
exactly. And
He's
it'll
the
be
best
my
weapon
fault
they
if I
have.
drop it. Yeah. And then Shanahan said, "You know what? I'm taking responsibility for this defensive play. I don't like what you're calling. It'll be my fault." You know what I mean?
No,
So who do
it's
you
his
really
fault
blame?
anyways. It's his fault anyways. He's the D coach, and no one gives a shit, man. No one's firing Shanahan. He's not a terrible coach. They just need to get over the hump, and they're not going to keep the D coordinator. If they fire Shanahan, they're getting all new coordinators anyways.
I don't know, like we were talking earlier, Tony Dungy, and then what John Gruden took over, even though he just took them as far as they can go, and maybe take them over the hump if you get someone else, but you need someone else, obviously, that's official.
With Shanahan's, he's never going to get fired.
Jeez.
I mean, if he does this again, maybe, but I don't think until then. I mean, because it's a stupid fan that says we need to fire him. Okay, yeah, and then get what? Get who? I mean, this guy's been a hell of a coach. He's a hell of an offensive mind, and you have a whole squad. You're going to throw that away and rebuild and waste 2 years? I mean,
don't you think it's something like the Jared Goff situation where it's like I need a different scenery?
No.
But who do you replace him with?
Yeah,
you have to get someone who's better. What are you going to get, Bill? The only one you get is Bill.
And
there you go. Guess what? He's available.
And he's arguably trying to get the wins.
If I'm the Niners, I'll go all out and
I'll take Bill
freaking get Bill as my DC.
I'll take
give him whatever he wants.
No.
I mean,
he won't take
what the Niners were before this. Before this, they were garbage. With the coaches they were getting, they were firing them. I mean, look at the coaches before Shanahan.
Yeah,
they couldn't get fucking 8 wins.
Yeah,
I mean, they had those draft picks for Patrick Willis. They got Alden Smith. They got Alex Smith. I mean, dude, they were. It's easy to say fire him. Yeah, I mean, you don't come off with these dynastic runs and great offenses, especially nowadays when everybody wants to see winning offenses.
Well, this is why
they had Tom Sola, they had Chip Kelly, then Mike Singletary.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Nolan.
Oh, Chip Kelly. Did you guys see Chip Kelly? Why Chip Kelly, real quick, sidebar. How does he leave UCLA head coach, big program, to be an OC at Ohio State?
It's smart. So I heard a guy talking about this, and he said, you don't have to go out on these recruiting trips. You're going to get paid $1 million plus, and you're going to get to do what you love, which is write up plays. Plus at UCLA, you have to win at least 9 games in that division. And that's just not going to happen. Whoever's going there is going to be a bust. So
UCLA sucked for a while. Anyway, sorry, man.
I don't think he wants to go to the Big Ten. The Big Ten.
He's going to be comfortable at Ohio State as the OC. It's going to be, you're going to have all the recruits you want, and you don't have to go to their houses.
All the talent.
But yeah, so it's a beautiful thing.
Come here.
Look, the Boston College guy, he left Boston College to be a freaking, what is it, a DC at the Packers, which I guess that makes sense. You get an NFL job, but
yeah. But
those smaller schools,
okay, but
they're all gonna get screwed. Illinois, Boston College.
Let me ask you a question. So first drive, 49ers get the ball, they take it down, CMC fumbles. I mean, what do you think? I mean, obviously what you think is they shouldn't fumble, but man, they really had a opportunity there that they squandered. Who would have expected them to take it all the way down and fumble in the red zone? Do you think hold on, let me ask you the question. Do you think it's their fault for pushing it? Every time they got like 6 yards, they pushed it for 3 more yards.
No, it's they were probably going to score a touchdown, and it's McCaffrey. He's your best player on offense. You give him the ball. You feed him.
I always see
he fumbles it
for a couple more yards when it's like really not that necessary, and when you're in this big jumble of people, and then something bad like that happens. It's okay, like 1 play, 2 plays, but that whole drive, they were fighting for like several more yards than they actually needed. And I guess that's a question. Do you need more yards than is needed? Is that a real thing? But I see people slide all the time, receivers, and just go down, walk out of bounds, because they don't want that interaction. Save it for the next play.
He's not a receiver. He's a running back. Running backs, you put your head down and get them yards. And he's your best player. Would you not say he's the Niners' best offensive player?
I don't know what. I don't think so. I don't think so because every time Debo goes out, CMC just gets busted.
Yes, I think he's the best player, but I do think Debo is important to that offense.
Yeah.
If there's a draft for Niners players, CMC would be the first person drafted every time, and he's a running back in this age.
And I think that's the problem.
Devalued.
I think that's the problem. You can't have CMC being your best player. You need your quarterback to be your best player.
You would like that, but that's just how the Niners are. And then Debo,
Mahomes all the time. I mean,
Debo, he's probably gone next year. He's done.
Fine.
Kittle might be gone too.
Kittle was. He's disappeared. Do you think that they double teamed him really well? Do you think they had just like? What do you think was the problem with Kittle there?
I think he had a lot to do with the pass coverage.
Yeah, I mean,
and
Juwan looks like a beast.
Well, freak! If the Niners, if they win that game, I think he wins the MVP.
Maybe that's for sure.
Well, he threw for a touchdown. He received for a touchdown, and he was just making plays here and there. Like Debo didn't show up.
No,
Kittle didn't show up. McCaffrey showed up, but he had the big fumble.
Yeah,
but
to be fair, I don't think what's his name was 100%, and he still played. So what are you gonna do? But
I think Jenny wins MVP. If they win the game.
I don't think Mahomes deserved the MVP. I think that what is it? Jones. I can't remember his first name. I can never remember his first name.
Chris Jones. Yeah, Chris Jones destroyed the 49ers interior line.
Not only did he destroy, but like at the time when you needed him, he was the guy that did the job. He pulled the defense together. Mahomes was doing nothing in the first half, and yet he somehow stopped them from scoring so many times. So, I mean, I think Jones was the MVP.
Yeah, it was crazy because like the Niners, they play freaking Aaron Donald twice a year, and it's like, oh yeah, we can handle Aaron Donald, but Chris Jones is just like, we don't know what to do.
Well, he stepped up. It's not a matter of like, I think they're all capable of it, but he took it to a next level, dude. That was pretty darn impressive.
Well, it's like every game, he just knows what to do.
Well, they rely on the offense to do their job, and when they couldn't do their job, he said, we need to take over, and we need to, make up the difference of what they're doing. Because they were pretty pathetic the first half. I don't know if they probably didn't even have 5 first downs.
Well, yeah. Well, the first half, the Niners should have been up at least 10 points.
Absolutely.
10, 14, 17 points. Yeah. They were kicking the Chiefs' ass.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, it's 10-3.
Yeah.
This is not good.
Exactly.
We're only up 7, but we've been dominating this whole half.
Absolutely. That first half, first of all, they had the CMC fumble in the red zone. That's another 3 or 7. Then you have the punt where they were already up 10-3, and that was that was third quarter, right? The punt, the Ray.
The fumble, the muff punt.
Exactly. And I was laughing at Ray because that dude always does something stupid. And then I saw that it hit the back of that guy's foot, and he actually made an intelligent play by trying to go get it. So, but he didn't get it.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault, but it's like, freak.
Always when he's around something, Ray McLeod, something's going wrong. You know what I mean?
Well, freak, man. Even when I played football in high school, it's like, Peter, 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 Peter. Everyone yells Peter,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, get away. Just
And apparently that guy was
don't
a
go close.
fifth-round linebacker or something. The guy whose back foot it hit. So
I think he played at Georgia.
ugh.
Your
Yeah,
wife
that
also
guy's
tells-
got to
your
be on.
girlfriend also tells you that when you get in the bed. Peter.
Yeah, it's everyone knows Peter, Peter, Peter.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
You
that was-
don't get you run away.
Yeah, well, there was no time for Peter, man. You think there was time for Peter? That was like a fraction of a second where it hit the back of his foot, and it was just bad placement of him. And what are the odds that it just hits that back of his foot? Barely. Yeah. You could have had her in over here instead of that guy. I mean, yeah, that was pretty bad, man. And then they go and the first play, and it gets right. They get right behind him. Who scored the touchdown for the Chiefs on that? That one happened so quick. I thought
I don't know, but then freaking Greenlaw tears his Achilles going to the sideline or going back from the sideline. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, going onto the field. Yeah, he was just jumping up there, and it was pretty bad. I mean, somebody texted me. He said, every time the 49ers do something good, they must sacrifice one of their players. And that's exactly what it looked like. It was if Debo went down, and then one of your linemen went down. I can't remember who that was, but it was like they were getting sacrificed.
You lost 4 starters. It was 4 starters went out during the game.
Yeah, that was lovely.
It's just like, what is going on? This is ridiculous.
Well, what were you saying when that was going on?
I was like, of course this happens. Like, at least get hurt freaking, making a play or something. But it's like, you're going onto the side, you're coming in, and you tear your Achilles.
Yeah. Let me ask you a question. What was the point of the game where you screamed the loudest, where you were kind of yelling at your screen?
Oh, freak! I don't know. There are so many times.
Yeah, which one? Come on, pick a point in the game where you were just kind of like you let go and you're like, you just kind of lost your mind.
I don't know. There were so many points.
Well, I'll tell you the point in the game where I was kind of freaking out. I was like that 3rd and 4 when they were coming down and the 49ers had the ball. It was 2 minutes. They went to the 2-minute warning. The Chiefs only had 2 timeouts. And I was like, they're going to get this first down, run out the clock, and kick the field goal. This is it. This is what's going to happen. Did you feel like that was going to happen?
I was hoping they would do it. But then,
that's the way it's going to go, and Mahomes is not going to get to touch the ball?
That's what I hope would happen, because it's like, you don't want to give Mahomes the ball back. The whole time, those things like, don't give him the ball. Don't give him the ball.
Of course. Yeah. And then what did they do?
Well, they kicked the field goal, and then Mahomes.
I was hoping you'd say they gave him the ball, but that didn't work. So, anyways, Jones comes down the middle, and then Brock Purdy does one of these. And he throws the ball right over, I think it was Ayuk's head. And, oh, man, he was open.
Well, Purdy played good.
I guarantee you, Brady, Mahomes, Favre, Rodgers, Drew Brees, I could go down the line, but all of those players make that play, and he just shunned away. I know it's only his 2nd year, but
I don't think so, dude. Like, when they hit him, he's freaking. No one blocks him. No one blocks him.
What do you think about that play, Chang? Do you remember that play?
No one blocks him.
Hello?
Like,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna I'm not gonna hate on a QB when no one
Of
blocks
course
the
you're not.
freaking
Of course you're
Chris
not.
Jones, their best defensive player. Hey, we're not gonna block him.
I don't give an F. Nick Bosa was coming at freaking Patrick Mahomes, and he had to do something with it. You got to do something with it. You got to blame him because he's the quarterback. Who's the hero? Who's the face? Who's getting Toyota commercials? It's Brock Purdy. He's got to make the play. It's his second year. I don't care.
No,
He's got to
no,
play.
nobody
Super Bowl.
blocks him.
I
Nobody
don't care.
blocks him.
I don't care. Everybody will make that one step left or that one step right to stay in your pocket. But first of all, take the big hit, but make the catch. I don't care if he gets blown up.
No one says it because Ayuk was wide open because
he's got to make that play.
His DB slips, so he was wide open.
I know we've been saying that. What do you think, Chang?
No, it's the freaking. That's what happens when you don't invest in the freaking offensive line, and you have a 6-foot quarterback. You have a little guy.
Hold on, shut up, Mr. Relevant. Go ahead, Chang.
I don't know what you want me to say. I don't even know what's going on.
Well, what do you think about that play there at the end of regulation where Brock Purdy is on 3rd and 4? They're coming out of the 2-minute warning, and it's 3rd and 4. Jones comes down the middle right at Brock Purdy's pretty little head, and then Brock Purdy does one of these, and then he throws the ball over Ayuk's head.
And nobody blocks him.
Okay, you're saying, yeah, but take the big hit. You know, that would have been a Super Bowl moment that would go down in the history of football. If he takes that hit, boom, you know, it gets lit up, and then he gets that ball to Ayuk. Go ahead.
You're talking about Purdy, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Purdy.
He did that in the last game. He took the ball in his hands and he ran. Really,
no one will remember that. No one will remember.
Well, it doesn't matter, yeah, because he lost. But he did. He did what you're saying. So, I mean, Lamar Jackson is the best running quarterback, and he didn't do shit on his legs.
Yeah,
and no, that's 2-time MVP, right?
And everyone will remember that.
Right.
Yeah, but what do you think about that play, Chang? Do you think he should have made that play? You think we should blame him? You think that he was?
I have to look at it. I mean.
I'm looking it up right now.
I keep hearing about this play where Jones isn't blocked right up the middle, but I just don't remember it.
Man, your audio is really good. What did you do? Did you put the microphone in your throat and now it lives in there? You sound beautiful. I don't even believe it's you.
Is that sarcasm or?
No, it's serious. It sounds like really like crystal clear.
No, it sounds like you have a professional mic in a studio or something.
Yeah, what did you do, bro?
I just put on my headphones.
Oh, gosh.
It's got the little mic attachment.
You got the gamer headset now, huh?
No, it doesn't even have that. It's the mic that's down the cord.
Oh, nice.
The little cheap headset mic.
How about Hartman MVP?
Hardman?
Hardman, yeah.
No. He's not the quarterback.
Hey, with the clearer mic, you sound even more depressed than you normally sound.
Sorry.
That's funny though.
I found that picture that Ace has. Her name's Kaylee.
Ooh. Did you know that?
No, I just found out.
Ace? Did you know her name?
Everyone knows Kaylee.
I don't know Kaylee.
Looking at the roster right now.
I only know Kaylee Kokoko from The Big Bang. I like ladies.
Look in the mirror and look at your hat.
This is my gambling hat, which what was I telling you on Saturday, Ace? What did I tell you I wanted to do?
You said I want to take my Michigan ticket and roll it on Kansas City. And
that's right.
If you're gonna do that, go Kansas City money line.
And now I can't brag about it. I feel like such an idiot. But to be honest, I expected this inexperienced San Francisco team and their secondary to get exposed way more than what Mahomes did. I would not have been happy if I did roll it and I was watching what we saw yesterday. That was pretty pathetic and they would have my butthole so tight I wouldn't be able to squeeze a fart. So, but I would have won, and I would be bragging about it today. So, it is what it is. Oh, who do we got here? El Profesora, you're back. What do you got to say, Professor, about your kicker? How about your kicker, man? Sets the record, and then 10 minutes later, the record gets broken. Isn't that just the epitome of what happened yesterday?
He stepped up. I was very nervous about our kicker, but he balled out.
The Bills are like gonna kill their kicker. They're gonna murder their kicker after seeing what Moody did.
Yeah, because I know he missed the PAT, but the PAT I was like,
PAT, it was blocked. That's not his fault.
But even then, I was like, I kind of wish he missed the PAT because I was like, oh, at the end of the game, they're going for it, the Chiefs.
Yeah.
So it's like, at least we have a chance to go at an OT.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here's one 3rd and 4 where you know what surprised me too. Let me bring this up. Is at the beginning of the second half when you guys were up, when the 49ers were they just got, so the Chiefs got the ball out of the halftime, and then they blew it. They crapped the bed. You get the ball back.
Oh, we got a pick.
Oh yeah. They threw the pick. They got the ball, and then what do? Pass. It's like, what? The whole first half, all I'm seeing is run. Why are you passing all of a sudden?
Well, Patrick Mahomes never turns it over.
Yeah, but
he
Kelsey
rarely turns it over.
Kelsey was wide open.
And then we have 0 points off turnovers.
Yeah.
We had 0 points off turnovers. Like right after that Mahomes pick, which is like Mahomes he's not gonna pick. I didn't think he was gonna throw a pick in the Super Bowl.
Oh no. But that wasn't even a pick. It was ridiculous how it got intercepted because Kelsey was wide open, and it was like, oh, another amazing play. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, it was a terrible throw by Mahomes, which he usually doesn't do.
Here we go.
Pretty bad.
Kelsey was wide open.
Bad throw.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he throws the pick, and then we don't do anything with it.
Oh yeah.
Isn't also the play calling, like there's not that many rush plays called?
Well, there was that, and then there was all the false starts, and it was just like
the fact that they got
killing us
back after that pick was unbelievable, because I expected them to come out at the halftime and the Chiefs get the ball. They're going to come down and score 7. Obviously, they're going to come out hungry, and the defense just kept the Chiefs in the game. It was so ridiculous. It was a terrible. If you told me that the Chiefs offense was not going to do well, I would have said I wouldn't believe it. I thought he would be able to expose that secondary that's been exposed by Love, that's been exposed by Goff. I mean, come on.
Freak, think about it. That Mahomes, he only scored 19 points on that Niners defense through the 4 quarters.
Yeah,
they only scored 19 points.
Yeah.
The defense did their job.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the defense. That's why I'm saying that what's his name should have been the MVP, Jones. Right? Don't you think so?
Oh, what's his face? Chris Jones. He played a heck of a game.
Exactly. Yeah. What do you think, Chang? Who should have been the MVP?
I guess the winning quarterback.
I think Chris Jones should have been there.
I don't think it matters.
Yeah, Chris
Yeah,
Jones.
either the MVP would have been either Chris Jones or if the Niners won, it would have been Jennings.
So I was wrong. I guess that was the play that I'm thinking is at the end of overtime where they had.
I
Yeah,
sent you the link. I think maybe that's one or it's the play.
but this play itself too was pretty remarkable right here. This is 3rd and 4, and they needed to keep this drive going. So if they convert this first down right here, then that's game over because they only got 2 timeouts, right? And he gets
So many plays where you could just finish off the Chiefs, where it's like you get a first down or you stop them here, game's over, and
But
they
look how
just
he
let
gets swallowed
they
up.
just let they
How
just
many
let
blitzing on
Mahomes in the
this?
game.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people blitzing. You're telling me there's not somebody that's running straight across? Who's this down here? Is this Ayuk in the slot? Someone's in the slot here, and he's probably wide open because everybody's blitzing, but he had 0 seconds. Let's see right here. Wow. He can't even get the play to attempt to get to someone. Yeah, and then they got to settle for the field goal.
Man, Purdy played great.
Yeah.
He had a great game, you know.
Oh, you're going to stick with that, huh?
Well, he did have a good game.
He had a great game as a manager. I'll give you that. He had a great game as a manager. He wasn't a superstar. And if your best player is not your quarterback, you're going to suffer. And you're not going to beat an elite quarterback like that. I just don't believe it can happen.
I think his defense, not his defense, his O-line just they let him down.
So do you think the O-line for Kansas City is great? Do you think New England always had a Do you think New England always had a great O-line? No, absolutely not.
I think the Chiefs O-line, was able to be way better than the Niners O-line. It just, freaking, they couldn't block anybody.
Yeah.
If you're a QB and you get, I get if you get like 4, 5, 6 seconds, you can make a play, but it's like if you get 2 seconds.
Chang, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think it was
you're running around?
Do you think it was Brock Purdy moving in his pocket? Who do you blame for this breakdown? Or do you just say it's the Chief defense? Maybe it's just the Chiefs defense. What do you say?
Well, heck, even I think personally, I think Kyle Shanahan should have let
maybe chip block or something.
No, he should have let Brock cook a little bit more. Let him go out and run around and add just like wing it. Because
all right, hold on. Let's see what Chang thinks, because Chang he's a big fan of the Patriots, and he had a statue quarterback just like Brock Purdy. So let's see what Chang has to say.
There's a whole bunch of plays where I think that you let freaking Purdy run around and ad lib, and he'll make some throws.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Chang?
No, that makes sense. I mean, you watch a lot. You remember watching him throughout this whole year, and what the professor's bringing up in certain games where Brock Purdy seemed like he was unleashed, or he had a longer leash. He was making plays. He had more what is it called, leeway to do stuff.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
I think you're coming up on that play in a couple of minutes.
I am.
Yeah,
that's the play right
Jones
here.
Is unblocked.
Exactly. What do you think, Ace? Do you think Brock Purdy should have done more to stay inside the pocket, or do you think he should have helped the pocket? There was some kind of breakdown in the understanding of where he should be in the pocket, because I could literally see Tom Brady. He'll take one step to the left and the whole pocket will be recreated and it's safe. Isn't there some kind of understanding on the offensive line? Maybe it's the offensive line coach. Maybe he's not coaching that way.
To one of the best quarterbacks ever. It's kind of a stupid comparison.
It's not a stupid comparison. You got to beat him. It's like when you go up against MJ, it's like you got to beat MJ. That's it. Either you beat MJ or you don't beat MJ. You're not going to be a champion then. Being a champion at the highest elite level, you have to compare him to who you're playing and who you're going up against, you know?
There was a
disagree.
There was
You have
I was
Jimmy
reading.
Garoppolo as your quarterback.
I don't care who you have, Jimmy Garoppolo or, you know, anybody. You have to say Jimmy Garoppolo. Do you think Jimmy Garoppolo would have done better than Brock Purdy in this game? I don't think so. I think it's the same thing.
I think Jimmy Garoppolo would have lost that Green Bay game and the Detroit game.
Maybe, but that
good for
wouldn't
turnover every game.
that wouldn't have been on Garoppolo if they lost that Green Bay game for sure, because the defense sucked it up. So I don't know, but what were you saying, Chang? I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, it's fine. I just wanted to bring up that I read that one of the linemen that went into play, he's a pretty young guy, Spencer Buford.
Spencer Buford. Okay.
Yeah, for the Niners.
Because there was an injury, right?
Yeah, that the guy that they lost and he went in for him. That Spencer guy is ranked like almost dead last out of all the guards.
Wow.
He's like 1 or 2 spots away from like being rated the worst guard in the league.
Holy smokes. And he was on the 49ers line yesterday.
Yeah, he had to go in because of the injury. But he's only 23.
Is there a way to do slow motion on this? I'm curious to see
huge,
where
man.
Chris
6'4",
Jones came through.
pounds.
Let's see. Where's Chris Jones right here? He's right here, big 94 or whatever. He comes through.
Well, nobody blocked him.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Two guys went unblocked.
McKivitz is like, hey, I got the outside guy, which makes no freaking sense.
Here they come. So Brock Purdy gets the ball. You got McCaffrey running through. Maybe he should have handed off. I mean, did he have the option? Look at this.
No.
Look, if he hands that off, it's daylight. It's daylight right there.
No, there's a guy on the edge. We don't know that.
That's true. That's true.
I
wish I could know. But
well, that and you think Purdy has he could do whatever he wants. No, this is Kyle Shanahan's offense.
That's pretty sad.
Brock Purdy does whatever Kyle Shanahan tells him to do.
I guarantee you that Mahomes in his second year was making those kind of plays. And I know I'm comparing him to Mahomes, and everybody hates that, but like, you know, don't you think you're a different beast? You're a different kind of player. Do you think Purdy did that at Iowa State? Do you think he, you know, made his calls and everything, or do you think he was always, you know, just a product of the coach?
I think Kyle's different.
Yeah.
Kyle wants you to run his offense, and then you're going to do what you tell him to do. I think
but he runs so many triple option things that
I think this offseason, you know, because technically last year, you know, he tore his his elbow, right? You know,
yeah.
So I think this offseason he gets a full year where he gets like hey, you know, it's me and you, and you know we're gonna be doing offseason crap. Yeah. But before it, I think it was like, no, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
You do what I say.
Yeah.
Like
well, he doesn't even seem like a vocal leader on offense. Everybody seems like it's their little brother. You know, I don't think you want the quarterback position to be like, oh, he's our little brother. You know, he's got to be more of the alpha. I assume. You know, I mean.
Yeah, that's what I say. I'd like even at the line of scrimmage, it's like, oh, you know, can I call an audible? It's like, no, you run what I say. Oh, and then Purdy's like, okay.
Yeah.
That's what I get. That's what I thought.
That's what I'm feeling too. What do you think, Chang?
You know, maybe next year is different, but this year I thought it's like, no, this is Kyle Shanahan's offense. You do what he says.
Allegedly, that's it.
Yeah. Well, if Brock Purdy, you're watching, call in. Let us know what you do. You know, he could be watching. Nothing personal, Brock. We're just trying to figure out what happened. So, what do you think, Chang? You
Yeah.
think he calls his own audibles? Do you think he demands the option? Do you think he changes the play when he sees something different?
I don't think he can, even if he thinks he does see anything, or if he wants to. I don't think he could freelance because I mean, he's I don't know much about him or his college career, but based on what I've seen with the
He
Niners
cost me a lot of money in Iowa State. I'll tell you that much.
and the way he's been
Me
playing,
too.
being in Shanahan's system, and pretty much just I'm going to assume, like most people, doing what he tells them to do, and the success that it's brought him and the team. I don't really
Yeah.
think he's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna try and check into this
Yeah.
other play instead, and
Especially
try
in the
this out.
Super Bowl, right?
Yeah, especially in the playoffs or in the Super Bowl, in
Yeah.
overtime when you're in the red zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
think he's much of a like a maverick.
But you got to do something different. I mean, you know what they probably should have done is like one of these crappy games, like, let's say against the Browns or, against the Seahawks or something like that. They say, hey, you do you, Brock. We could afford to lose. Do what you do something, come up with some ideas. But Shanahan, he's like, we're gonna do this, all season. This is what we do. We're robots. And even though his plays are like very, very tricky, it does seem like they're going through a certain process that, we're going to do this same thing, but when our back's against the wall, I don't think they know what to do. They're not used to being in that position. So
shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. Wow.
they're always up by like 15, 20 points if they're beating a bad team. I would assume that you just kind of let him just kind of do whatever he wants to do and maybe call some audibles or something.
I think that just comes with reps, like over time, just being together more and more. They're just gonna have to. I think that just comes with more games under their belts together.
Yeah, I always forget.
More like interpersonal, like the conversations that they have during or after games and meetings and stuff like that when they're breaking stuff down.
All right,
like the professor said, especially in the off season before like training camp and all that stuff, there's going to be a lot of time for the relationship to I guess grow or not.
Season.
Yeah, but he was hurt. Like he's like no.
Oh man, look at this. Look at this. Who's this guy down here at the bottom? I don't know. Can you see my mouse on the screen or no?
That's Professor, I think, said that was McKivitz.
Can you see my mouse on the screen?
Yeah.
Yes, that's a right tackle. Yeah, that's McKivitz.
There's two people coming down the middle, and he's looking to help this guy or something. What is he doing?
Yeah, he's like, hey, Kittle, you want some help? I got you, brother. Hey,
Maybe
Kittle,
he thought McCaffrey was going to chip the guy.
You, I got you.
But there's two guys coming in his hole.
Hey, no, but he's hey, screw Chris Jones, who's the Chiefs' best defensive player.
Wow.
Maybe he had
that
enough
guy.
of him from the whole game. He doesn't want to block him anymore or try.
Why would you have to block Chris Jones? He's only their best defensive player.
And that dude was on a mission, dude. That he was freaking. I don't know what he probably sniffed some coke back in the back, like right
that
before
guy sucks.
Play.
Why else would the McKivitz not even bother to block him?
He must suck. Yeah, he's like, screw this scrub.
He's garbage.
Freaking scrubs. Need help, Kittle?
Yeah, I'll help you, Kittle. The other two guys, nah. Purdy will be fine on 3rd and 4 in the red zone inside the 10. They're inside the 10.
And look, we're watching this down here. Who is 15 for the 49ers? Is that Ayuk?
Jennings?
That's Jennings.
Okay, so this is the. Oh, he's in the slot, huh? Who was the person that was wide open back here? There was someone wide open back here.
Ayuk gets wide open because his defender slips. So you see it right there. Ayuk's no one's 10 yards within Ayuk.
Well, he could even hit Jennings, but if he would have just thrown it up to Ayuk, he would have got it just being there.
Can you go back a little bit and run it again?
You have two people that are wide open.
Yeah.
Wide open.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And McKivitz just,
oh my gosh.
Oh wow!
Look at Ayuk.
Wide open.
Wide
the guy
open.
fell. Jeez,
he said something. He said, "Did you see Brock Purdy?" He said, "Oh my lord." He said he got scared to death. That big guy coming at him. He's like, "Look, we're right here." He's like, "Oh, praise Jesus." He was gonna murder me. I swear. He had hate in his eyes.
You have two people wide open, and then McKivitz just like.
But to be fair, shut up. Forget you guys. Forget all of you. He threw it off his back foot. He did not take a hit. He could have made this play. I don't care what you say. He could have made this play. He saw one guy. He's looking one direction. And if he would have just looked straight forward and got one more thing, he didn't even touch him. Jones doesn't even touch him.
Jones doesn't even touch him. Or McKivitz blocks a guy.
That's fair.
Instead of just like watching. Instead, it's like, hey, McKivitz, can you block a person?
To be fair,
does not block a person. He just watches like, hey, what's up? How's it going?
To be fair, McKivitz didn't need to block. If he just stands there, it gives him 1 second.
Play it. What does McKivitz do? Play it. What does McKivitz do?
Oh man, he looks at Chris Jones and then he turns his head.
He says, "I don't know who you are. I'm gonna look to the right."
Maybe that wasn't his assignment. He's guarding nobody.
Do?
He's guarding nobody. Look. Oh
That's
my
so
God.
Weird, man.
He's guarding nobody.
That's wild.
He's like, "Hey, you wanna see my back?"
Oh my God.
What does he do? What does he do?
God. That's crazy.
You're gonna crap on Purdy. What does McKivitz do?
Okay, but everybody has to deal with the McKivitz. So I blame the QB. I'm always gonna blame the QB. I'm sorry.
You're gonna play McCurdy. Okay. After we're just watching the McKivitz play. What is he doing?
Do they break?
What is in your mind?
Do they break?
They're sending the blitz, and you block nobody.
Go ahead, Chang.
Who sends a blitz and you block nobody?
No. I understand the what he's going through all too well.
Yes, Shane knows.
Do they break the film down or like moments like this after?
Oh, I guarantee you, McKivitz is not going to want to be in the film room when this goes down.
Like today, tomorrow, or Wednesday. Like, do they go to wherever they go back at the facilities and like break down these like moments where it's like this was a game or this could have helped get a first down or something?
What is this called? What is that called when on oh man.
An autopsy?
No, in the military, A Few Good Men, when they beat down that guy because he can't run the drills correctly, that's a code red. They got to give McKivitz a code red. That's for sure. He deserved it. He earned a code red. So
the soap and the socks?
Yeah, whatever.
To like get him to leave, like quit.
They got to get. Who are the guys from Miami that was bullying that one guy on that went to Stanford?
De Niro?
I can't remember his name. The brothers, the two brothers that used to hang out with the murderer, Aaron Hernandez.
Oh wow!
The two
Brothers.
brothers.
The
Yeah.
Lopez brothers?
What is the Lopez brothers?
The
I'm talking about the
Lopez brothers.
offensive linemen. You know those freaking bullies, and they were messing with the
Oh,
Stanford guy,
it was
and the Stanford guy quit the football for the 49ers.
yeah, it was one was a Dolphins player and the other one was Steelers.
Yes. And he said they were picking on him and they were giving him a hard time. I can't believe you can't remember this, Professor. A Stanford football player that quit playing football because he was being bullied. There's like no other scenario of this. This is like widely known. I'm gonna have to look this up now. But they need to get them back on the 49ers so they can bully the crap out of them.
It's the Pouncey brothers.
Yes, they need
yeah, the Pouncey brothers.
They got to go hire the Pouncey brothers to tune up McKivitz now.
Man.
Hey, man, you didn't block here, did you? Leave me alone, guys. No, that's wrong. Don't do bullying, kids. But I'm just saying this guy should have definitely done better blocking. But to be fair, he's like, I'm not even supposed to be on the field.
I think he's still like at a bar in Vegas. He's like just drinking his sorrows away.
Who's more upset? You think McKivitz or the guy who the
Probably
ball
Shanahan?
The ball who at the back of his foot?
I don't know, man.
Oh, Luter.
I don't know what his name is. Nobody knows what his name is.
Oh, I know his name. Darren Luter played in Georgia.
Oh my gosh! For heaven's sakes,
he's public enemy number one.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, one of many.
Yeah, let's just see the play again. He does pick up someone over here. He picks up.
After George Kittle, stops the block. Yeah. Come on. And
he's
freaking Purdy's getting destroyed.
I mean, who's that
coming
Purdy
off? Had what, like 2 seconds?
Wait, hold on.
How many seconds?
Wait, who is that coming off the edge? Is that Lawrence Taylor that they need Kittle and McKivitz to double team? Is that Lawrence Taylor coming off the edge that they have to double team? Is that the play?
Well, McKivitz didn't hear about the double team. He said, "Screw it, I'm just hanging out."
They said double team Jones, and he thought Jones was the white guy.
That's Karloftis, right? Number 50, was it 56?
Maybe. I don't know, but
the guy who Kittle's blocking?
Yeah.
Karloftis.
And he throws it to the end zone. It's like, heaven's sakes, forgive me. Dang. Do you think they should have went for it?
You kick its field goal. You go for the 3 points.
Hold on, but now we're talking about something else that you were talking about earlier, which is the overtime rules. So I don't understand what the big problem. Everybody's talking about the overtime rules and how it doesn't matter. You go for the field goal. It doesn't matter.
Well, you go for the lead. That's just what you do.
Yeah. So I guess what they're saying is that you should have declined getting the ball, so that if they score a field goal, you know what you're dealing with on 4th down. If they score a touchdown, you know what you're dealing with on 4th down. We're going for it. We're playing 4-down football now because the Chiefs knew that they could play 4-down football. What they're doing with their 4th down, we can kick it,
Yeah, I completely, I get what Kyle Shanahan did there because his defense was gassed. Well, you can't put them back, especially. Do you want to put Brock Purdy? Let's say the Chiefs, they go. You put a gas defense. They score a touchdown. They're up 7. Do you want to put your offense and Brock Purdy up? Back there on offense, down 7.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
Ugh. It's a tough call because I
don't like it.
Okay, but let's say that you get someone,
or they get. Let's say they defer, and the Chiefs get the ball first.
Yeah,
or the Chiefs scoring a touchdown.
Yes, let's say yes.
Yes.
Okay, so they come down. They score a touchdown.
Do you think they're scoring a touchdown?
I don't know, man, because they were stopped so many times. I would say on
But
this
they're
day,
gassed.
okay,
They're tired.
who would you
They
rather
they
have?
they haven't stopped them in like 3 or 4 drives.
The score is still super low, and one of those touchdowns is off of a punt that was in the red zone. So, did they stop them? Did the 49ers defense play well? They did. They played extremely well, actually.
But not at the time. Let me look at it. Let me see.
Yeah, they played extremely
I
well.
I want to say they scored 3 straight touchdowns.
Well, it was 10-3, right? It was 10-3, and then you got 13, 16-16. They played extremely well because they scored 2 field goals, and then they scored that last touchdown. So I don't know. I don't think you can blame the defense of the 49ers. And when Nick Bosa got that sack at the very beginning on Mahomes, I'm like, oh, this is not good. This is not good for the Chiefs. Weren't you pumped when you saw that sack?
Here, give me a second.
What do you think, Chang? Did you think it was a different game when you saw that sack from Nick Bosa right off the bat?
Not necessarily. It was the beginning of the game. It's not. I couldn't really tell how it was gonna go.
They weren't getting any sacks in the playoffs. They didn't get sacks against Love. They didn't get sacks
So
against.
so I'm looking at it right. So obviously the last Chiefs possession was a touchdown, right?
Yeah,
And then the possession before it was a field goal.
yeah,
And then the other possession was a field goal. And
yep,
the other possession was a touchdown, which was, the muffed punt. But it's like
yeah.
they had
So
two
that's pretty
straight
good.
possessions. Yeah,
Yeah,
they had 3 straight possessions where they scored points, and it was 11 plays, 64 drives, 64 points, and the other one was 13 plays, 75 yards. So
Man,
they're
that guy
uh,
was wide open right there.
they're they're
Number
doing a good
4.
job. You
yeah.
know,
Well, no, if you, I mean, I don't know why you had to look it up. It was pretty obvious that they were playing phenomenal. I don't know why. I mean, you watch the whole game. It's the Chiefs' offense was awful, awful, completely awful. Yeah, and
well,
I think it was their own
you
fault.
know,
First of all, you got the Pacheco fumble, and then you got. That's another thing someone was bringing up. They said, "How many tip passes did Purdy have?" Wow, a ton. I'd have to look
yeah.
it up.
Well,
I
that's
just
his
remember
game.
tip pass. You know,
Just because he's so small. He's what, like 6 foot, 6'1" maybe at most.
he's like my height.
I don't know about that. I think he's a little bigger than you, but
Yeah,
when you're that small, and your offensive line just can't freaking block, you're gonna get a whole bunch of tipped balls, and
okay,
which
let me ask you a question, Chang, Mr. Chang. What do you think about what do you think about the freaking injuries? Do you think this is part of? I mean, someone has to say this after all these years. Every Shanahan team is just their injuries just pile up every year. And do you think this is the style of play? I mean, you look at the way the Steelers play, you look at the way the Ravens play, they play just very hard nosed. And I don't think that they need to be putting this kind of punishment on their players, Is that something the style of Shanahan, or what is it?
Isn't this roster that made it to the Super Bowl like the healthiest one in a while?
It did seem like the healthiest one, but they're in the Super Bowl. You got 4 starters leaving because of injuries, and I don't know. Is
I'm,
that part of it?
I think that's just
You think that's
normal.
just football? Because I didn't see a darn Chief leave with the injury.
I mean, you'd have to rewatch the whole game and track, or I don't know, research to see if any Chiefs players left. But yeah, I don't remember seeing on the broadcast.
Yeah.
I think I saw Karloftis go down for a split second, but I think he finished the game, the linebacker.
Well, even Debo came back. I didn't think he was coming back because that looked like he pulled something in his leg. But
yeah, it's also the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna ask the guys to like shoot him up with something to keep playing.
ooh, yeah,
And they're not
that's-
going to say no because they're like impact players. They're key role players.
Yeah, yeah. What did you think Debo was done?
Nah.
I didn't think it was done, but I think freaking that. I think that Trey Lance trade kind of screwed us in this game. All
Why?
that depth.
Oh yeah,
Really?
for tackles.
Wait, I'm a little confused. What happened in that Trey Lance trade that screwed you guys up?
Well, we traded for a first. You know, we lost 2 first-round picks.
Spit it out, Junior.
We
So you
lost 2
2
first-round picks.
Like
Okay.
you
You
could
know,
have been
we
offensive.
lose 2
line
first-round
pieces.
picks. We could have had another offensive
I
tackle.
see what you're saying. Trading up
Another-
for Trey Lance. Trading
Yeah.
up
Yes.
for Trey Lance. Okay, I get it. I thought you were talking about like the Trey Lance trade to the Cowboys.
No.
No,
Oh, okay.
you know, that depth, because the Niners were really top heavy.
Yeah.
Where we freaking rely on our boys, and then that when Greenlaw went down, I was like, oh freak.
Oh, that was the
'Cause
beginning
I'm-
of
I'm
something,
sure-
dude.
I'm sure
Yeah.
if we had him, he's making some plays against the freaking late in that fourth quarter, that third quarter.
Yeah.
There's some things that happens with Isaiah Pacheco or Kelsey,
Yeah.
where
Oh man, that was terrible.
it doesn't happen with Greenlaw, but he's out, and
Yeah.
then freaking how he went out, he's going off the sideline and he's going back on, and he tears his Achilles. Like, what the freak?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that was something, dude. I mean, but we've seen that before in celebrations and stuff where they're jumping up, and then they tear their Achilles. So we have seen it before. It's not insane.
In the Super Bowl?
In the Super Bowl, no, not so much. Yeah.
It's just crazy. I was like,
have you ever seen that?
Watching,
Chang?
I was like, oh man.
In anything.
We watched it in the NBA Finals with Kevin Durant.
That's true, but
Yeah, but he got hurt
Kevin Durant was already
playing.
hurt. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was wild happening on the sidelines.
But I've seen people jumping up and down before, and they tore something, and it's just gonna go. It's just eventually gonna go.
Do you guys remember that field goal kicker? I think kicked like a game winner or something.
Yes.
No, it was more than a couple years ago, and he jumped up and he like tore his ACL or something.
Yeah.
When he landed. Yeah, I think it was like the Lions kicker. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was wild.
It was wild. And I remember there was another one, but
maybe the Redskins kicker.
It happens. So what I'm thinking is maybe is that
let me see if I could find it.
Something to do with their strength training. Is it possible? Because okay, Allen Iverson is like, I'm good. I'm not going to practice because I'm just going to get myself hurt.
So
but maybe in the San Francisco.
Are you listening to something?
Me? No.
Because I can hear some background about Mike Tomlin.
Tomlin?
It was Bill Grammatica, 2010, I think.
Oh, okay. Can you hear something, Chang?
No, I don't hear anything. Why?
No, I don't hear anything either. Do you hear something right now, Professor?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, then, what do you guys think about this?
Bill Grammatica.
Oh, about Kelsey and
Yeah.
going at it.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think about that?
I thought it was just a freaking player and a coach,
Yeah,
going at it.
it's a Super Bowl.
Just football.
What about it? Do you think that it was uncalled for? Do you think it was, something he shouldn't have done? Do you think it was good? Do you think it was nothing? What do you think?
We just
I,
told you.
I think that's just football.
Okay, but do you think it helped them, or do you think it was nothing?
I don't know if it helped him or didn't help him, but I don't blame him for doing that.
Really? See,
Yeah, because
No,
I think he was supposed to be in on that play blocking that when they fumbled.
he's not a great blocking tight end. So
I know, but he doesn't. He thinks that if he were in there, it would have made a difference. So no one knows. It's just that's what
how
happened.
about Pacheco doesn't fumble the ball? Or is
Yeah,
that
it's so weird. He should have had two arms when you're surrounded by three Niner defenders. You should at least put two hands on the football, but he didn't.
Yeah, that's
who I hate? I hate the most out of this game is Taylor Swift because she's been a football fan for 1 year and she wins the Super Bowl. I have not won a Super Bowl my whole life.
Man.
That's how you know it's super washed down. Taylor Swift wins a ring.
She's like, hey, what's this NFL? Sure, I'll start getting into it. Okay, cool. I'll take this team. And she won the Super Bowl.
Who's a cute player? I'll bone him. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and then I'm watching, and I'm like, she wins her rookie season. This is bullcrap.
Yeah. Well,
34.
Well, what do you think about freaking the 49ers players not knowing the rules of overtime and admitting it in the press conference after?
No, I think that's BS, dude. That's so dumb.
So you think they did know? Is what you're saying?
I mean, they got it explained right before overtime. I don't know what people.
You think they were lying in the press conference?
I don't. What?
I think
what
they kind of know it, but
did they bring up that they didn't understand
the rules?
Well, I think they kind of knew it, but not like even me. I kind of didn't know it, and I watch a ton of football.
But what? Like, what was what's the confusion? That's the part I don't understand.
Well, I think what they didn't know was, let's say the Niners score a touchdown first.
Yeah.
Then the Chiefs have a chance to score a touchdown. I think that's what they didn't know.
Yeah.
If I had to guess.
No, that's exactly correct.
That's so dumb.
I wasn't. I kind of knew it, but because I know in the freaking in the NFL, like the regular season and the postseason, they switched the rules.
Yeah,
which doesn't
different.
make any sense.
Yeah, it should be the same,
but they played in two other playoff games where the rules for overtime were that way. They have people it's a $1 billion.
Was it the same? Is it the same the whole playoff?
Every playoff game, the overtime rules were this way.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, and I'm trying to find the clip, but they were all admitting we didn't know. We didn't know. And it's like, oh man, just don't be saying that. Just leave it alone. Who cares? But Kyle Shanahan said we got pretty close. Oh man, there's nothing you could say that seems stupid though. Yeah. Fieldgate. Yeah.
What?
Go ahead.
Do you think they should just put it to like how they do it in college, where they start at like the 25 or something, and then it's like a shootout?
I would like to see that. That would be pretty sweet. What do you think, Professor? You think they should do it exactly like college?
I've always been under the, I always liked if they would just do OT. It doesn't matter if it's regular season or postseason. You play 15 minutes, and then whoever has most points after the 15 minutes, they win the game.
Should it be 15 or 10? Because I like that too, where it's like just play another quarter.
I don't like the 10 minutes. I like to play 15 minutes. Play a real quarter. Whoever has most points after the 15 minutes, they win the game.
Yeah. No, that's yeah.
That's what I've always liked, but it's never going to be like that.
The NFLPA is against that, right?
I would assume so, but
I don't think the NFL would be against having more commercial breaks. So.
Oh yeah, no, that was like a 5-hour game. That was like ridiculous. They really strung that out.
So another 15-minute quarter.
They played a whole played a whole quarter. That was probably the longest Super Bowl ever, technically.
Oh, man.
If I had to guess.
Everyone at my house was just like, they looked like they were just deprived of life. They were like, when is this going to be over? And I'm jumping up. I'm like biting a pillow. I'm like, honestly, for 2 weeks, I was not looking forward to this. And I wasn't even going to watch it because it was so stupid, a stupid game. And then on Friday night, I was like, oh my gosh, I got really pumped for this game. I don't know where it came from, but I just kind of figured out what I thought was going to happen. And I was like, I know what's going to happen. And it didn't turn out the way that I thought it was going to be happen. But, it was just very interesting. It just kind of hit me. Anytime because I know right when I got the idea that who's going to be in the Super Bowl, I was like, nah, I'm not watching it. What about you, Chang? Did you get pumped for this game at any point?
No, not. I only got kind of like I guess because I didn't watch the whole game. I watched like chunks of it.
Yeah.
And I think I started watching like continuously through until the end was like 5 minutes and left into the fourth quarter.
Wow.
Where I was like, oh, this is getting like interesting. I might as well finish the game.
Yeah.
Because I thought it was going to end in regulation, but it didn't.
How was it going to end in regulation? I mean, what did you think was going to happen?
I thought the Niners were going to they scored, and I thought they were going to have like a stop on defense.
Yeah.
Well,
and the Chiefs were going to lose.
There's only been 2 ever Super Bowl freaking OT games, and Kyle Shanahan lost both of them. The Chiefs and the Niners won.
Yeah, that's right. Freak. If you're him, don't you got to feel like you're cursed? I mean, if I lose like a couple games at the 24-hour fitness and I'm missing a bunch of threes, there was one time when we needed 2 points and I shot a 3-pointer and I lost and I missed it and I lost the whole game and I felt like the most useless piece of garbage, for like a day. And this guy's lost 3 Super Bowls, but he's rich, maybe that, but I don't know. The whole world is talking about how much you suck. And I mean, freak, what these people deal with is like really, really, really high level. I don't know.
We lost 2 Super Bowls, which
3.
I guess
3.
You can't say he lost the 3rd one. Which when does whenever
wasn't he the offensive coordinator?
He's the offensive coordinator. You can't. So how are you going to blame the offensive coordinator for losing a Super Bowl?
I don't know. You want to blame the defensive coordinator.
I mean, you're calling throwing plays when you should just drain the clock more and more.
But you want to blame the defensive coordinator, isn't that right?
Hey, on that thing you guys were talking about with Wilkes, wasn't when Shanahan, I guess, took over the defensive play calling? That's what they're saying, or maybe it's been confirmed. Was it when he called a timeout? Wasn't he gonna call, or he made it look like they were lining up for like a 0 blitz?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. They were gonna go all out blitz.
Was like,
and Shanahan was like, "What the freak are we?" He seemed pissed.
Ooh, yeah.
Which, it's one thing if like Shanahan was like a defensive coach, but it's like, oh man, you're the offensive coach, and you're overriding your defensive coordinators,
Yes,
and
you're
he's
taking
like, nope.
responsibility. Now you could say this looks bad. So let's say, because like we're working together. Let's say we're working together, and then I say, hey, go install this piece of wood, and then you say, you know what? I don't think that piece of wood should go there. I think this piece of metal should go there. And I was like, all right, you put in that piece of metal, and that's going to be on you. So I think that it falls on Shanahan that it didn't work because he overrid him. I'm the head coach. It falls on me. I'm the president. It falls on me. I'll take the hit. This is my fault. So,
well,
he should have just.
Shannon was like, no, you don't know how to you don't know how to install that piece of wood.
So
It looked like he's like, no, what the freak are you doing? Shut
But
the
he's
F
the
up.
carpenter. He's the carpenter. He could install the wood. So then you, as the sheetrock person, goes in there and says, "Okay, well, I'll install the wood. I'm the foreman on this job. I'm going to go do it." Well, then I'm sorry, Mr. Foreman. It's your fault because you didn't let the carpenter do his job. Now, if the carpenter
No,
messed up,
he's like, nope. You've ruined this whole year. I don't like how you installed this wood, and you're done. You're done.
you're done.
Which is amazing, you know. When
I'd
do you
like
see an offensive coach just like, especially in the Super Bowl, be
Yeah.
like, nope, you're done.
so he's
I'm
done for
overriding
good,
you.
right?
who?
Oh,
He's not coming
Wilks?
back. Yeah.
Oh no, he's not coming back. No, I would be
He's going to be
shocked.
the scapegoat, probably.
Do you think Shanahan and maybe what's his name, Jed York? Do you think they like sit down and with whoever else, and maybe Shanahan like in private, kind of like, you know what, like, and approaches York and whoever else, and just like, hey, we need to like make a play to lure Belichick for maybe at least like a year
Whoa!
be the DC.
I don't think they get Bill because I don't think Bill would accept it.
No,
But-
I know that's like the most obvious. Like, Bill's not going to do that, but like, do you think they attempt that?
I don't see why not. Of course,
Like,
there could be-
you have nothing to lose. Like, your window's pretty probably closed, or like you have a very small chance, maybe a year or two, to like at least compete, you know, for NFC Championship.
Oh, that's
You
a
know,
good.
that or you know, maybe Kyle's ego might be like, I don't want to win a Super Bowl. Like, oh, you won the Super Bowl. Oh, because you know you had Bill.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, no, I can
That's
see that
stupid.
too.
I was gonna say that it's a lot about these pride. Even just asking.
No, we're
someone-
just talking.
Yeah, even someone just asking for, Bill's number, it's like, no, I don't need that. You got these Jerry Jones kind of like super, rich people. They don't want to even look like they're, a little bit desperate or something like that. But it's crazy that a team that came like 5 seconds within winning the Super Bowl, it looks so desperate, right? To ask for Bill Belichick. But same thing with the Warriors after losing, they get Kevin Durant. You're going to go all out. And that was a very humble move for the Warriors to do. But I don't think the 49ers and Jed York are that humble.
I think Jed York would do it, but I don't think Kyle would do it.
Wow. You wouldn't do it. You don't want to win then. So you don't like winning Super Bowls, is what you're saying.
It's the pride.
Okay, but so what if you got some pride, a little bit of pride? You know what I mean?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I would do it.
He's already bought 7%.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I'll give. Hey, Bill, what do you want? 20, 25 million?
Yeah.
Get whatever you
They're
want.
gonna draft. A lot of people are saying they're
That's
drafting the
crazy.
LSU guy.
But I would think maybe Shanahan would be more prideful. He's like, I can win it. Meanwhile, he knows he can't win it. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think he would want to do it because if he wins it, then it'd be like, well, you won it because you had Bill on your staff.
So what? I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, so what? But I know what you mean. At the end of the day, you want to be the best coach ever, and but you don't want to say that it's Bill's team, because it would definitely be that. It's almost like the same analogy, because Kevin Durant was always like, "Oh, this is Steph Curry's team. It'll never be my team." You know what I mean?
What if? I know this is ridiculous, but
so what? We're online. Might as well have ridiculous.
Shanahan demotes himself to OC, and Bill is the DC head coach for the Niners.
That's what should happen, but that'll never happen. That
and then they win.
Never.
Then they win 3 straight Super Bowls, like in the 80s. Well, not
listen.
4.
Listen, he's already saying we. That's
Who
hilarious.
said we?
You did. I'll run it
No,
back.
I didn't.
Yes, sir, you did.
Me and Bill, we go way back,
He said,
okay.
Yeah, Bill Belichick, dude. You guys would love to have him as a DC head coach.
Yeah, me and Bill.
Yeah, me and Bill.
Yeah, Bill over here.
I
We
call
love
him
him.
B. We're so close. I don't even call him Bill. I call him B.
We used to get donkeys the morning after a long study session, film.
All right, here, listen
breaking
to this.
down.
Listen to this.
What? I'm actually in that Ring doorbell footage in the background.
Can you hear this or no?
58.
I don't think we can.
Yeah,
Well, you can hear it?
a little bit. Yeah.
And Super Bowl's on the line. Patrick Mahomes zone read. But here's my favorite part. We've talked about drops all season. Don't give somebody else a chance to screw it up.
Can you hear it?
Pulls it down.
Hey, that's a Colts
carries that
coach.
thing, go make it happen. Hey, guess who won't mess it up? That dude.
It's no
Hey,
good.
didn't that guy beat the Raiders in his debut?
They win the game.
Yeah.
Most impressive play of the Super Bowl.
I don't know.
What a legend.
This is supposed to be a crap on the 49ers part. What the heck is going
No,
on?
we're crapping on the Las Vegas Raiders right now.
Okay, here we go. Right here, where they didn't know. Here's the press conference. All right, listen
I
to
didn't
this.
even know about the new playoff
I didn't know what
rules,
was going
so
on. I didn't even know
really
that
surprised
overtime
me.
existed.
You know what? I didn't even realize that the playoff rules were
That guy went to
different
Harvard.
overtime, so I
Yeah,
assumed
he's
you
not
just won
smart
the
enough to
ball
know
'cause you score a
overtime
touchdown and
rules
win, but I guess that's not the case. So I don't totally know the
Okay.
strategy there.
Well, did you know the new overtime rules? I didn't know them.
I don't know.
I mean, only that they explained it on the TV, but I'm not playing.
Before.
So
Like before the game. I didn't know. I thought it was like if you scored a touchdown on the first possession, you won.
well, no. Why would you? No, that's hasn't it always been that in the playoffs, the new rules in the playoffs,
Past 3 years.
that if you score a touchdown, you win.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
always thought.
That's
Yeah.
what he's
The
saying.
Niners didn't score a touchdown; they scored a field goal. That's why they didn't win.
No. Even if they scored a touchdown, the Chiefs would still get another chance to score a touchdown. That's the new playoff rule. Do you understand?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, that is.
All right,
Yeah,
ladies and
that's in the
gentlemen,
rule.
we have someone who knows more
Is that the new rule for the playoffs or just the Super Bowl?
playoffs.
The playoffs, yeah. Where let's say the Niners, they went down, they scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
The Chiefs, they still have a chance to score a touchdown.
Oh,
The
well,
game's
because
not
it's
over.
because it's the first possession for each team. That makes sense.
But that's
Well,
not
it
the way
wasn't
in the
like that
regular
before.
season. Yeah, that's not the way in the
So-
regular season.
Well, that's the regular season, but the playoffs are, the playoffs.
It should be the same.
Yeah, no,
but
I agree. It
there's
should
no-
be the same, but they explain these rules before the year even starts.
Yeah, so they should know.
So the Niners, if they didn't bring that up, or those guys that said that they didn't know the rule change, that's just BS.
Yeah.
Because they always have those meetings with teams, with the officials and stuff, even in like training camp.
Exactly.
So I don't know. Maybe these guys forgot or they weren't paying attention. And I don't know. I think it just sounds like BS, dude.
You think it's a bunch of baloney, huh?
I think they just didn't really care about it and forgot about it. If
Yeah, I could also see that happening. I mean, if I were, I'd probably be guilty of that too. I mean, look where I am right now.
Yeah, well, how many times does that really come up to matter? You know?
Yeah, that's the issue. See, the Chiefs were practicing situational football. That's why they won, and the Niners didn't.
Even if you're going into overtime, it's in the Super Bowl or the playoffs or something, you got one guy, one nerd that comes up to each one of you and he tells you the rules about it because he gets paid $100,000 a year just to tell you this information. Well, it's $1 billion company.
Like you asked earlier when you were playing the overtime, that if you're asking us if you go for it, that then I guess they should have got, obviously hindsight's 2020. They should have went for it, because it was they were on the 5-yard line or
they was third and four
third and four in the red zone. Just go for it, because I mean your defense is gassed, yeah, but you've given them some rest. So just if you get stopped, you have to. I know there's not a huge chance of stopping Mahomes, but they're backed up against the end zone. Maybe you can get something try to get pressure on them to cause something crazy. A safety, because a safety wins overtime. I don't know if you guys saw that little blurb at the bottom before it started. Yeah, a safety wins overtime right away.
I don't believe you. I don't trust you because you already were wrong about overtime already. So,
well, look, how much you want to bet? You want to bet the Michigan winning?
I just don't believe you. I just don't believe you.
I don't. Put your money where your mouth is, big boy. Let's do it.
Do you believe me that? Oh, look at this. Is this fourth down? Yeah, that reminds me. In overtime, the Chiefs had a fourth down. And you know what? I thought the Chiefs really got exposed. By the way, chat, hit that link in the chat, and you will be on the show. Give us a shout out. Let us know what you think. Come on the show and tell us what you're thinking. All you millions of people and bots and Russian disinformation experts. But I was going to say, too, they got exposed. The Chiefs got exposed because they have no push up front. That is crazy that they have no running back or fullback that can kind of give you that extra boom. You know what I mean? And get you a 4th and 1, or can get you and you got no quarterback that can give you a quarterback sneak. You got nothing. You got these two puny running backs. You have Pacheco, and then you have Richie or Rice. And they were just puny, and they had no push behind them. It was pretty pathetic, I just can't believe they couldn't get a first down at all. They had no push behind them. And it's been like that all year. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe they need to sign someone that's like a Le'Veon Bell or something like that. Someone that's got some push. What's his name? Crockett? Tyrone Crockett? What's his name? Tyrone Wheatley. Yeah. Maybe they need a Tyrone Wheatley, huh? It looks like I lost everyone. All right.
Yeah, what's going on?
Professors here. What's up,
the
Professor?
Chiefs have to do? What the Chiefs have to do? They need to sign some new receivers. They need to sign Mike Evans. Freaking draft a receiver in the first round.
Dunze.
Yeah, Roma Dunze. Whoever it is.
Or the guy from South Carolina. What's his name? Leggett, something like that. Leggett.
Leggett.
Yeah, that guy from Gamecocks.
That's what the Chiefs have to do. They have to invest in their receivers, because their receivers right now are garbage.
Oh man, if you draft Farquhar Jr. and Dunze or that one other guy from Ohio State, not MHJ, the other guy.
Funny thing about Ohio State is I think they got the number 1 receiver in the out of high school too. Freaking guys. They always get these great receivers, never great quarterbacks, huh?
Well, Ohio State, they just get talent.
Yeah.
They just get a bunch of athletes, and
athletes.
They go from there.
Yeah.
You know,
Dang.
you don't need a freaking high caliber QB. You just need a freaking QB that's mobile, he could run around and
Yeah.
work with all that talent.
Yeah. It's going to
What
be
was
very
his name? Egbuka?
Yeah, and Becca Obuzga or whatever his name is.
Say his
Yeah,
name.
from Ohio State.
Say his name.
Robert Paulson.
From Fight Club, right?
He's done it!
You know who that is? That's Michael Rooney from soccer.
Michael Rooney.
Yeah, Michael Rooney from soccer.
Michael Rooney.
You don't know soccer?
The
I
one
don't
from
know
Manchester
soccer.
United.
Yeah, from Manchester United, Michael Rooney.
You're like combining Michael Owen or Michael Carrick with Wayne Rooney.
Oh, yeah, no, I know those two guys.
That's
yeah.
three
Yeah,
guys.
Michael
but-
Rooney. He's the bald guy who's really good at soccer
Yeah. But what do
or
you think?
losing his hair.
Hold on. You just talked about the Chiefs. We got a question in the chat. They're saying, what do the 49ers need to do in the offseason and how long until they're blown up? Oh, interesting.
This offseason is going to be rough, man.
They-
Because I think Devo might be gone. Kittle could be gone.
Wow.
Armstead might be gone. And it's
They're all gonna sign with the Chiefs
Oh,
on a 1-year deal.
this was their
Screw the
best.
Chiefs.
This was their best chance. You know, to be honest.
Okay, but how long before they're blown up? Before this team is blown up?
Like 2-3 years.
Do
You
think they
don't have to blow them up until you have to resign Purdy. You know,
Kittle got
'Cause
exposed? Kittle's exposed.
I don't think he got. Kittle. Yeah, Kittle didn't have a good game. Debo didn't have a good game. You know, but Purdy, he's still going to be cheap next year.
Yeah.
He's probably going to be cheap the year after.
Don't you think he
And
should
that-
ask for a raise? Don't you think he should demand a new contract right now?
He could demand a trade.
Well, technically, you can't. You know,
Check out.
for the NFLPA rules, you know, he can't get paid for another 2 years.
Yeah, but if they wanted to resign him and lock him up, could they do that?
No, they can't.
Wow. So
Hey,
no
They
matter
have to wait. They have to wait this whole next year
oh my
and
God.
then pay him the next season.
Could you imagine sitting on a lottery ticket? How do you keep that guy happy? Hopefully he's humble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have
Well,
to. I'll be back. real
That's just
quick.
part of the business, you know. You gotta sit back and take
I
what you
don't care
get,
if that's
you know.
part of the business. You're sitting on a lottery ticket and you could get hurt at any moment. You got to stay there for 2 years, putting your life on the line. And you think that someone's going to sit on that? There's no way. There's no way. He's going to have to do something. They're going to have to pull something. And he's got to whine and cry. You got to get paid. You know, they're getting paid. They're paying you peanuts while you're taking them to the Super Bowl. Screw you. If you're a running back, you get away with it. Maybe if you're a cornerback, you get away with it, you know, but this is your quarterback. There's no way they can get away with that. They're going to have to put something in his contract that if you make it to the playoffs, that maybe you get like a $500,000 bonus or something. They're going to have to rethink it some way.
Well, I think they've been hooking him up because, you know,
They have.
if you're watching the games, you know, you could see him. He was like doing Toyota commercials and doing a whole bunch of other crap.
Yeah. You got to give them some kind of hookups. I mean,
You know, I think they were giving them the endorsements because I saw him on a whole bunch of freaking Toyota commercials, and
that's
I'm
true.
sure he has a whole bunch of other commercials where he's like getting hooked up.
Yeah,
But,
he's doing like
you know,
Dove commercials. He's doing
legally
like
wise or NFL wise,
you got to
he
find
can't.
something for him. Maybe he could speak. Freaking Hillary Clinton will speak and make $200,000. You're telling me they can't hook up this guy who's doing something for them in the Silicon Valley? I mean, go speak at Google for $400,000 that slips in your pocket. That's legal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I don't care because that's a ton of money that I can't even comprehend. But I'm just trying to think through a football player. Well, everybody's showing up in Bugattis and this and that, and this and that. That's what I was. Do you remember that basketball player? He was like Stephon Marbury's cousin or something. I can't remember his name, but he's from Staten Island or the Bronx or something like that. Sebastian Telfair, right? Do you remember that guy or no?
I do remember him. He
Okay.
played in the NBA for a while.
Yeah, he did. He played for a long time, and I didn't even
Yeah.
know. I know he was like a star coming out of New York, but he ended up being a bust kind of in the NBA. But he had a long career. But anyways, I was looking at his. He did this interview recently, and he was talking about. Well, I went to I forget what team, but they were all showing up in Bugattis, and they were all showing up in. Oh, when he was at Boston, he was playing at Boston. Garnett, Rondo, everybody showing up in like chains like worth, $100,000 or something like that. And he said it was terrible for him because he couldn't keep up with them. Then he went to Minnesota where he had his best season and everybody was like super humble and they were showing up in like Toyotas and things like that. And it was actually good for his career. But, I can't imagine Purdy. Yeah, I can't imagine Purdy. Could you imagine Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett alone, what they would be shoving in your face, and you're making like minimum or a little bit more, you're behind Rondo. It's like you're not even in the same atmosphere, yet you're getting, but Purdy, he's the star and the face and everything. He's supposed to be the alpha. It's like, dude, you don't even make any money. How are you going to tell me anything? How is he going to be the alpha? I don't know. How do you think he can command that power from people like Kittle and that are making like so much more money? I don't see it. Something's got to change over there.
Well, freak, in a year or two, it's going to be contract time.
Ooh, gosh, dang! He's like salivating for that time. His lady is probably salivating for that.
Well, maybe
he ain't even married yet. That he's engaged. I guarantee that lady is just waiting for for a contract before she gets married.
Well, freak, it's like right now, Purdy, he makes $1 million, right?
Yeah, $1 million, 50% the taxes. Bam, he's making 500. It's like you're still filthy rich, but oh my god.
Well, if you're Niners, it's like, oh, $1 million. That's how much it's going on the salary cap. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
What are you gonna give them? 40, 50 million? That's when the whole thing changes. You're like, would you rather pay him 50 million or because I could see Kyle Shanahan being someone who's like, you know what? I could draft another quarterback. That's fine.
Ooh, gosh, dang. That would be dirty, bro. You think he would do that?
He I think most people won't do it, but if there's someone who's going to do it, it's going to be Kyle Shanahan, who's going to be like, you know what? I'll trade him for a first, second round pick, and
wow.
Who, Purdy?
I'll play the odds.
No, Kyle Shanahan. Yeah, he's saying Kyle Shanahan, instead of paying Purdy, he might look for just another quarterback and say, you know what? I'll just get another quarterback and plug and play.
I mean, Ewers and Manning might be in the draft by that time, no?
Yeah.
Well, it'll be 2 years from now. So Ewers, Manning, or
what is that? Julian Sayin kid too young still? Probably, right? Maybe in like 3 years or 4. The kid who left Alabama to Ohio State.
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe they can get the guy who just joined Ohio State. What was the quarterback? He left from what, Notre Dame, or where was he?
The Changmeister is back.
McDoyle? What was that guy's name that just joined Ohio State as the quarterback?
The Kansas State guy?
Was it the Kansas State guy? I can't even remember. I'm so far away from college football. My mind hasn't even wrapped around.
Yeah.
And now we got to get ready for NBA.
They had another guy, Tavian St. Clair.
Oh, really?
He's an Ohio State commit.
You know what they should do? You know what they should do is they should just trade Debo and some draft picks and get Drake May.
Will Howard is the guy you're talking about.
Don't you think they should get Drake May?
Who, the Niners?
Yeah, they should trade up and get Drake May.
Trade up to number 3? Good luck.
Number 3? Trade up to number 1. Caleb's not going number 1. I'll bet you right now Caleb's
You're
not going
crazy.
number 1.
Now you're just saying stuff.
Caleb, no, I'm not saying stuff.
You're loco.
I do not believe Caleb, I wear a dress, is going to go number 1.
I would make a bet, but you wouldn't want to make it because it's like controversial.
Well, make me an uncontroversial bet.
Oh no, that's not going to be juicy for me.
Did you see that Caleb Williams wore a dress for GQ?
Was it a skirt or
no, a dress? Did I speak Spanish?
No, I didn't know or see that. I know he like paints his fingernails.
Oh yeah, but he wore a dress.
That's pretty weird.
Do you think that's cool? Would you wear a dress?
No, I wouldn't wear a dress or a kilt. That's weird.
Do you think that's pretty dope? You wouldn't wear a kilt?
No, I'm not Scottish.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Or whoever else wears kilts. I don't know.
You don't know if you're Scottish, to be fair.
I don't, but I'm not. I wasn't born or raised Scottish, so I'm not going to wear a kilt.
You probably got a little bit of Scottish in you.
I don't know, maybe.
You got any Scottish in you, Professor?
No, I don't, but if I was Caleb Williams, if you're going to wear a skirt or a kilt, at least win your conference championship.
Yeah, I can't say that that's not fair. Yeah, absolutely.
What are we talking about now? Are we still talking about the draft or?
We're talking about Caleb Williams, but we're talking about the draft basically. What do you think? All right, I guess that's where we're at. I mean,
what do you guys think the Patriots do at 3?
I think they go QB.
Well, this bozo says that Williams isn't going 1.
I don't think Williams is going 1.
Chico Bozo.
Chico Bozo.
Yeah, that's your new name.
I am smart.
I'm gonna buy you a clown mask we can wear.
Someone's trading up for 1 to get Caleb.
Who?
The Vikings or the Falcons?
Or the Redskins,
Oh, they're gonna move up 1 spot. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Raiders. They need a quarterback, but don't they think? I know it's the what do you call it? What is that? The thing that they hold, the combine? Yeah, I think Daniels is probably gonna shoot up right after the combine.
Oh yeah, maybe.
Probably because his 40 is gonna look really good, and he's just
maybe
who will look good in general. His arm strength and his measurables.
Then you're gonna have the team who's gonna reach and do the AR the Richardson pick. That was that in the first round?
Yeah, Richardson went 4.
Yeah, when so this draft's this year's Anthony Richardson is that guy from I think Tennessee. What's his name?
Jeff.
No, it's not Jeff. It's Joe Milton, that guy. That guy has a freaking cannon, bro. He makes it look so effortless.
Oh
He's
gosh.
garbage. He looked garbage
Yeah,
at Michigan
but
too.
you know,
Yeah, there's a
someone's
reason
gonna do
that he
something
keeps
like
going from
that.
place to place, but so did Jaden Daniels. So I guess you can't really say, but I don't know.
Hey, where are we watching the draft this year?
Ooh, that's a
Oh
good
yeah,
question.
we've been doing that, huh? No, it's only been
Yeah.
like 1 year.
I think we'll bring. No, we've done it every year.
Nah, have we?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we've done it for like since like the Bosa year.
Yeah.
Oh
What are you
wow.
talking about, dude? What the
So
freak?
how
Yeah,
many
we did
years
the
is that?
Bosa. We
The
did the
only one we
Bosa. We
missed is
did the
the COVID
Lance.
year.
We
About COVID?
Yeah, we missed COVID. That's it.
yeah.
Oh, so
And that was a garbage draft, anyways.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where are we?
You heard
No,
it here
we did
first.
the COVID one. We did the Lance one.
No, we didn't. The COVID
Yeah,
one when
we.
they didn't go outside and they did it inside their
Oh, that.
houses.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't do that one. So yeah, that was the only one we missed. But yeah, I
Yeah,
guess we'll
every year we do the draft together.
do it
Do you
right here on
guys?
Angle Sports. I don't understand what the question is.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't have a
No,
problem, but I don't know if you guys are gonna want to go get food or something somewhere.
I'll bring wings here, so that's not a problem either. I don't
Ha-
understand.
Well, I mean, I don't
We
know the
get some
professor.
fire wings.
You don't think I can bring wings here?
No, it's not that. I just don't know if the professor wants to do it there or
Who gives
you
the
know.
F about
Wow,
the
now he's putting it all on me.
Yeah,
No.
you're
No,
Wow.
because I'm also like I'm like 70-30 or 80-20 with the 20 or 30% being going somewhere.
Jeez. I mean, if you want to go with your real friends, go with your real friends. I don't know.
I don't have any other
your
friends.
boys, but okay, go watch it with them. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing here. Why are you on the show if you're not,
Well, I mean, I'm only saying that because I don't. The professor hasn't said anything about the location.
I just mentioned the draft right now. I don't care.
Yeah, I'll bring wings.
I'll watch it whatever, Holmes.
I'll bring
Okay.
wings.
Hey, I'm not surprised, motherfucker.
But you're gonna have to do it on like
I'm like
Rumble
Nate
and Kick,
Diaz.
you know.
Yeah.
We can't stream on YouTube because we're gonna be like drinking and eating and just saying all kinds of stuff.
That's fine. I mean, we've been on YouTube right now, and we haven't
You're-
got any strikes yet.
No, you're gonna probably be taken down. Watch.
You know what the crazy thing is? I don't get off that I don't get off that strike until the 19th. So I got to wait until the 19th to get off that strike. That's crazy, huh? They freaking hold it over my head like a lady that I married and then I divorced and then I have kids with her and then she wants money from me. You know what I mean?
We haven't done anything for a while.
That's true. Nothing on YouTube. We've done a whole bunch on Rumble. Yeah, a whole bunch of games. But yeah, pretty much. So what do you think is so look at the odds for first pick in the draft. It's Caleb Williams at minus 1200. Then you got Drake May, Marvin Harrison at number 3, Jaden Daniels. Well, this is the odds for first pick in the draft. So
Well, freaking Caleb's gonna go 1, Drake May is gonna go 2, and then 3 is gonna be Jaden Daniels.
ugh.
And then after that, it's Marvin Harrison and a bunch of offensive tackles and whatever what's going on.
I think there might be like 3 or 4 quarterbacks that go in the first round. This is like a super good draft because it's always a good draft when quarterbacks go. You know, it's always exciting.
It's good for the other teams because
Yeah, because
the quarterbacks get drafted and they get the get the offensive linemen, they get the defensive line, they get the real talent.
Yeah, absolutely. That's always good for the draft. And we get some wings here. We get some some rock stars and some what is that you like to drink? Boricua? What's that called? Some Tito? What's that called? What is it that you like?
Has Shane picked up his
no
his Japanese
no.
It's for the draft.
Oh,
Just keep it on ice, homie.
Okay.
he wants to wait 6 months to pick it up. I don't think we in this house can keep it untouched for that long. You're talking about that's like
You're
that's
calling your wife an alcoholic?
no, I'm not.
Because she's the only one who drinks.
I drink. I'm an alcoholic.
No, you wet your lips and then just spit it out.
No.
You don't swallow.
What the freak?
You're not a real soldier.
I don't. Do you swallow?
I've seen
Wait, hold on,
Daniel
hold on,
swallow
hold
a
on.
whole bunch of times.
Do you swallow, Shane? I mean, is that what you're telling us? That's what you just admitted to, right? I'm hearing you correctly.
I'm not
recollect.
denying it.
If I recollect you correctly, you're saying that you swallow before you even start, huh?
I mean,
don't know.
depends
That.
on what you're swallowing, but sure, yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm not sure I wanted to hear that. NFL. Okay,
What
but
if the Niners draft Bo Nix?
I'm trying to find the current futures.
Hey, how many draft picks do you guys have this year as of now?
Who?
Or the Niners, sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
They
we
traded
finally
away
have
their-
a
Trey Lance.
we finally have a first round pick.
Is it gonna be like is it like 30th or 20 something?
What's 31st? Since
Oh yeah.
you know
Shit.
we lost the Super Bowl.
So damn, do you think they like try to do like the Ram strategy to move up?
You draft offensive linemen and you go freaking cornerbacks.
So you think they just wait?
I would think so. You go old lineman.
Cause is Latu, he's the offensive lineman, right? And then there's that Joe Alt guy. Or is Latu a defensive lineman?
I don't know, but you invest heavily on the offensive line. You get a corner, and then you draft some defensive linemen. But offensive line is something I would go heavy on.
I'm sure you would.
20 years old, the Notre Dame tackle.
Yeah, you could get a good first round pick. I mean, for you guys have everything pretty much shored up. So it's not like you don't have to look at quarterback. You don't have to look at anything really. So I mean,
I'd see if I could, maybe trade that first round pick in Debo and try to go up and get a better offensive lineman.
Yeah. Look at this right here. So obviously the number one pick is Caleb, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'll drop some money on Drake May and Jaden Daniels because they haven't had the combine yet. And I think you're going to see something special. I think you're going to see something different. So
no, Caleb's going number one.
Why?
Why wouldn't he go number one?
Because he's not that good. I mean, don't you see don't you think that Jaden Daniels or Drake May or Michael Penix could all be just as good? There's nothing guaranteed about Caleb that I see as worth it, risking it. You think he's one in a lifetime? I don't think so.
No, but
I watched him at USC. I don't see anything special that's like more than other people.
Yeah, but if you draft Jaden or Drake May or something like that, you go off the what the norm is, and it doesn't work out, you look really stupid.
But from what we've seen in quarterbacks in the past, it's definitely possible. I mean, it's very easy. I would actually trade down if I were the Bears. You get a great quarterback, and you can possibly get some offensive lineman, or you could get something else.
Yeah, that's what some people have put out there. Trade down to get.
There's like 7 quarterbacks that are NFL talent.
You could draft MHJ and then reach.
You gotta take off.
Lower.
Yes, sir. I gotta go.
Quarterback.
Yeah, you're way late. We'll let you go. All right, player.
All right, I'll talk to you later.
Peace.
Peace.
All right.
Yeah, we're about to wrap it up anyways, but yeah, if they trade down, I could see them getting way more use out of this draft pick than getting
So-
Caleb Williams.
So that would mean the Commanders, or who's second right now? Washington? Yeah. So
I
they
think
would
it's-
go up to 1. Can
Yeah.
they even give up anything to Chicago?
So it looks like this doesn't make any sense. You sure it's Washington?
Yeah, the Commanders?
Is it number 2?
Yeah. Yeah, they're number 2.
Because the odds-on favorite is for them to take a quarterback, but they have a quarterback.
Oh man, Howell, that guy's like a bridge at best, like
Sam
backup.
Howell was leading the league for like the first 9 weeks in passing yards with very little help. You know, it's not his fault that the team sucked and then they blew it up. So you're going to blame Sam Howell for that? You're going to have 2 quarterbacks on your team? It's like the Bears with Chicago. I mean, that with Justin Fields, it just doesn't make sense. I think you get some. Okay, you're telling me if they have Justin Fields and they get Marvin Harrison Jr. with maybe like the 3rd, 4th pick, you don't think that they would have a better team?
I don't think it would be that much better. Field stinks, bro.
Fields stinks. He was single-handedly keeping that team in games, and they almost made the playoffs with little to no help. No help on defense, no help on offense. The running game was not there. The one shining spot was the receiver. I can't remember his name, Skittles or whatever. I can't remember his name. But
Mooney?
No, the receiver.
Hmm.
Ooh, what if they get Brock Bowers? I wonder where Brock Bowers is going. They're saying most likely the Chargers. The odds.
That would be nice.
Ooh, gosh, dang. Whoever gets Brock Bowers is getting a beast, but who knows if he's not damaged goods. JJ McCarthy, they're saying most likely to the Vikings. And
Yeah,
then
he looks like a Vikings quarterback.
Michael Penix Jr. is most likely Falcons, Seahawks, Vikings, Raiders. Ooh, that would be nice to see him in the Raiders considering, but he's 30 years old, isn't he? He's old.
Penix?
Yeah, he's old.
Oh,
He's like
look, plus
24.
650 for New England.
I know. You for New England, where are you looking at? Oh,
It
yeah,
says
yeah,
right
yeah.
there. No, he's
That's-
23. Michael Penix?
He's like 25.
No, he's 23.
Really?
Yeah, I'm looking at his stats right now.
Yeah, but look how old he is right now.
He's just been playing a lot, and he was also injured a lot. That's what scares off a lot of people. Anyone with common sense.
MHJ is most likely going to the Cardinals.
I mean, I don't like Murray, but if he's not like the biggest problem, on that
Yeah.
team.
Yeah. I feel like
I don't even think a negative. I mean, I don't like his height, but
ooh. Yeah, I feel like you guys the Patriots are going to make a big mistake.
oh
They
yeah,
don't-
what do you think they do?
I think they don't know what they do, and they're going to make some kind of pick.
Do you think they trade down or they reach on the quarterback?
No, I think they reach now that Belichick's not there. I think they reach because they haven't reached in a long time. So
So who do you think they pick?
I don't know. It's going to be someone that you're going to be like, what? Why would you do that?
It's like
Yeah.
the quarterback from Southern Texas State or something.
Yeah, like the last. They take like Bo
No.
Nix.
Oh God, if they draft Bo Nix.
He does look like a Patriot.
I'm not watching that this season. I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna call it a year. I'm just gonna skip it and tune in
You're a
to
liar.
the next draft.
You will. You're
Heck
lying.
no,
Yeah, you will.
no sir. The only way I will tune in, obviously, is if they like win games. If they like
What
go
the-
undefeated for the first 10 games, with
Yeah.
Bo Nix as quarterback, the first year of a semi rebuild, because that defense is still. It's
That
not
defense was
old. It's
legit.
good, and they lost two all like I guess Pro Bowl starters. I don't know if they were all pro, but they were really good. Gonzalez and Barmore, and I think they lost another defensive back. Oh yeah, the one other guy is with the Raiders now. The guy who tried to take guns on the plane.
Who was that?
The Jackson guy
Jackson, Jeff
or
Jackson.
Jones. Sorry, Jones. I think it was Jack Jones.
Jack Jones. Okay, Jack Jones. Isn't that a cornerback? I thought that was
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a DB. Yeah,
that freaking guy's good, dude. He's legit.
yeah. Well, I mean, they had to get rid of him.
Oh man, that sucks. Sucks for you guys, not for me. But
Yeah,
look at this. This is kind of weird.
the
Do you think
Niners
this
are
is
the favorite.
Niners are the favorite. I would not put money on that. I think this is going to be a coming up disastrous year for the 49ers. I think you're going to see a lot of backpedaling from what happened this year, and maybe not in the division, but if Kyler Murray gets Marvin Harrison Jr., you might see a lot of scoring over there. Who do they have on the other side?
Do
They
you
have
think
one-
Do you think the Cardinals move up to draft Harrison?
Yeah, I think so. I think he drops down. Where is Cardinals in the draft order?
Aren't they like 7?
I don't think so. I think the Raiders are at 7. Let me see.
Oh,
Draft.
my bad. They're 4th. The Cardinals.
Oh yeah, they get MHJ for
If
sure.
the first 3 go quarterback,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah, Las Vegas is at 13.
Oh, I thought they were at 7. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
tripping.
Chicago has number 1 and number 9.
Ooh, my gosh. Yeah, you could easily trade away that first pick. What do you think? How many picks do you think you could get? You could probably get like a first round and a second round.
I mean, theoretically, but no one's gonna be paying that price, dude.
Really? For Caleb? Everyone says he's so great. I don't think he's great, but maybe if you got a team that sees the quarterback of their future, I think they'll spend anything for it. Maybe the Titans at 7, they might go for that.
No, they have Levis. They still have to see what he has.
Holy smokes. Look what Sam Howell did. And you're telling me that they're going to go with Levis? I mean,
Yeah, I don't like Sam Howell, man.
Sam Howell did phenomenal this year. He did way better, and he was on a crappy team. There's nothing he could have done.
I don't know. I like what I like from what I saw from Levis, and I wasn't a Levis guy.
Do you like Zappy?
Yeah, as a backup.
Oh, jeez. Man.
Not as a starter.
Gosh.
Unless you want to lose games.
That might be something.
Maybe that's the plan. Maybe it's, keep losing until 2026.
Anyways, but the 49ers being the first, I would not put. So where do you see the value in this if you had to pick and put money? Because I'm going to be hitting up Reno next week. So where would you see the value in this? What's up, chat? Hit us up in the chat and let us know where you see the value in this. Who would you put money on?
I don't know the schedules for next year, but I guess Detroit.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good pick. Plus 1,200. That's pretty good. Oh, man. This Super Bowl was the most watched Super Bowl in history.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
That's super gay. But I guess it is what it is. I wonder what was the previous number 1 Super Bowl?
Hold on. Shum. So yeah, like you said, this one was the most watched.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll have like the past one.
You think so? I thought the last one was not good.
Oh yeah, last year's was the most watched.
Really? Because I thought the NFL was kind of down in ratings last year, but I guess I'm wrong.
I mean, that could be both of them could be true because It's
No,
like
they
that's just
can't.
like the
Either one
regular
or the other.
season.
Nope.
No, well, you're just we're focusing on one game, and then you're saying, oh, ratings are down for the NFL as like a
Ooh.
whole.
You know what might be a good pick is the Eagles. They've been there before. They've won it. They know how to do it. That team's only going to get healthy. You know. Oh, or the Bengals. This might be the Buffalo
That's
Bills
tough.
last year to actually do something. Oh, there's a lot of good teams.
I think Detroit's probably the best one.
You think so? I don't think they have.
I mean, you also have the Packers too.
I was just looking at that.
They're going to be trending up, and the media's hyping them up too, or they're going to in the offseason. But I mean, deservedly so, based on what we saw in the playoffs.
Oh, look at the Chargers sitting at plus 2,500. You bet 100, you win 2,500. They got Harbaugh. They're going to get Brock Bowers. They're going to have this.
Oh, you don't know that.
Well, we know that they're going to get someone in the first round, and Harbaugh's going to get someone who fits his style.
That'd be funny if Harbaugh drafts like in the later rounds. If I'm pretty sure he's going to fall. He drafts JJ as a backup.
This team can't be worse with Harbaugh, right?
No, I think the safest. Well, I don't know. I'm always playing it safe. Would be to just bet a significant but not too much money on the Chargers to make the playoffs this year.
Ooh, yeah,
but nothing more. You know.
Let's see to make
because they're not winning the divisional title.
Why?
They're not gonna win the AFC West.
You don't think so?
No, the Chiefs are in that division.
So what? The Chiefs are.
So who's won the AFC West the last 5-6 years?
So what? This is the Harbaugh team.
Even before Mahomes.
I think that they have pretty much said what they're gonna do, and they're not gonna go all out in regular season. They're going for Super Bowls. They don't care about the division championship. They can win in the playoffs. No,
you have to win your division.
You have to win your division? Why?
Yeah, that gives you the best chance at winning.
Obviously not. Didn't Kansas City play 3 games?
Yeah. So what? That's the new format. You play. There's 7 teams now.
So they played 3 games. They can win on the road. They can win.
Yeah, they were still the 3 seed.
Yeah, they had to go to Buffalo, right?
Yeah.
And they won. So what should they be afraid of? What's the division? Would you rather have a healthy team?
And there's still tiebreakers involved too. That's why every game is important.
I think that's more important for a team like the Lions than a team like the Chiefs.
I mean, I guess if you want to try to keep playing that Razor's Edge style of game where it's like, oh, we're just going to flip a switch.
They do. They do flip the switch. They've proven it. It's
not always going to work.
It's not always going to work, but if you get the Chiefs in the playoffs, you know, you bet on them because they're winners. You're not going to be as scared. I don't know. You're saying.
I mean, we're going value, so I don't know. Or is this? I don't know.
I think.
What are we focusing on? Over under on wins?
No.
10.5.
I just think you're wrong. But
that's fine. You could have your wrong opinions about me being wrong.
I think the Chargers are going to go super hard for the division, and I think the Chiefs are going to say, "You want the division? Take the division. We don't care. We just want to make the playoffs."
So dumb. It's not going to happen.
They're not going to sacrifice the health of their team. They're going for Super Bowls. That's the problem. That's the problem with you guys. You don't understand that it's for Super Bowls. Regular season awards are not that important. That's what you guys always do. Hello?
No, yeah, I'm here.
Oh my gosh. I just think you're wrong.
I'm looking for
I thought this was America. Huh? Isn't this America?
The Chargers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was isn't
This is
America. I'm
over-under.
sorry. Oh, is this a communist country or something? I thought this is America. This is America.
Is
This is America.
the Chargers 9.5?
I don't know. I can't find the individual ones. So yeah, that's what do you see for the Chargers? I think well, you're obviously not going to get less wins, with the Chargers. So but 9.5, that's a little high. But the Raiders, are they going to be in contention? Probably not. The Broncos, are they going to be in contention? Probably not. What happens to Russell Wilson? That's a question. Do you think he even is going to play?
I saw some dumb little video that said he's going to go to Atlanta.
Just depends who they draft, right? They got a big draft pick ahead of them.
Yeah.
Where are they sitting at? They're sitting at number 8. They're sitting at number 8. Do they go for a quarterback? Do they go for some line? Do they go receiver? Defense? I'd like to see them go on defense, but it doesn't seem like their MO. Their MO is focus on offense. That would be interesting. What if the Bears trade up that 9 pick, get Marvin Harrison, and they get Drake May?
Oh, wait, what?
Oh, let's call it a day here.
Hello?
Looks like it. All right. So heck of a show here. So thank you guys. Thank you everyone for coming. Oh, please enjoy yourself.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Any last words?
Yeah, well, what happened?
Oh, I got to take off, so we're gonna cut it short. Yeah. Sorry.
that?
Who's where? Someone behind.
Oh, no, I can see your glass, the reflection.
There's no one in here with me, so yeah.
Gay. So gay.
Pierce. All right. See you later.
No. Hold on. Any last words about the Super Bowl, about the draft, anything about?
I regret nothing. No, that's a lie. I regret everything. No, it was lame Super Bowl, lame result, but not that I was rooting for the other team. It's just expected. Hopefully the draft is exciting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it where I started it on Friday when I left you all with my Nostradamus pick. I told you guys what to do. If you didn't put your money on it, that's your fault. You don't know what to do with your money, and that's financial advice. Put it on my picks 24/7. Do what I do. That's why I'm rich. That's why I'm living the. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you, Chang. All right. All right. Peace, man.
All right. Bye.